Okay, hi my friends again. In the first chapter, in the first video, as you see, we studied this part. Everyone understood very well, I hope. But I want to check if you have understood or not. Let me ask you, who was Hannah? Do you remember? Okay, someone is saying servant. You're right. Let's see the answer. Let's see the answer. She was the servant and had lived with the family since Meg was born. Do you remember how old was Meg? Great, 16. So Hannah had lived with the family for 16 years. Also, I want to add this information. Second question, where were the mother and Emmy? Why? Who remembers the answer? Okay, let me remind you. You know, in the morning the girls heard two bangs. The first bang, Emmy came. Where was Emmy? She went to the shop. And why did she go to the shop? She wanted to change the little bottle, for a bigger one. What about the mother? Second bang was the mother. When she came, you know, she was so sad. But where was the mother? She went off to see the poor woman. And let's see the answer. The mother went off to see the poor woman, and Emmy ran to the shop to change her bottle. And the third question, who was Mrs. Hummel? What did she need? In the morning, you know, the woman came, and Mrs. Hummel was their neighbor. She was so poor. What do we remember about her? She was poor, she had 6 children, she had nothing. Okay, let's see the answer. She was their poor neighbor with 6 children. She needed something to eat and a fire. Fourth question. How did Mrs. March and her daughters help her? In the morning, they went her house, and Hannah also made a fire. Mrs. March gave hot food and tea to the woman and also dressed the little baby gently. What about the daughters? Daughters fed the children. Okay, let's check. Mrs. March gave the mother tea and hot food. The girls fed the children. Fifth question. Why were the girls busy for the rest of the day? There's a problem with it. Okay, everyone remembers the play? Great. They were preparing for the play to be acted that night. Who wrote the play? Do you remember? Great. Joe wrote the play. And what was the story about? How was their acting? Let's see the answer. It was an exciting story about Hugo, beautiful Zara, and brave Rodrigo. It was fun. Everyone had a great time. What did the girls see on the supper table? Who sent them? After the play, the girls were hungry. Hannah invited them to the supper. But everyone was shocked because there was delicious food. And who remembers the food? Okay, I remember. French chocolate, right? Okay. What about ice cream, fruit, and also cake? Let's see the answer. But before doing this, who sent them? They guessed maybe Father Christmas did it, and maybe, you know, Mrs. Aunt March sent it. But after that, the mother said that Mr. Lawrence sent it. Let's see the answer. They saw ice cream, cake, fruit, and French chocolate on the supper table. And their neighbor, who knew their grandfather many years ago sent the supper. Also, they saw some flowers on the table, I think. Last question. What did the girls know about Mr. Lawrence and his grandson? Mr. Lawrence was rich. He lived in a big house next to theirs. His grandson, the Lawrence boy, a shy boy, everyone remembers, and he spent his time also with his tutor. Let's see the answer. They lived in a big house next door. The Lawrence boy was so shy, could be the answer. Now, my friends, I'll show you some sentences and you'll tell me who said these sentences. The first one. Your mother went off to see what was needed. Who said this? In the morning, the girls were searching their mother and Hannah saw them and she said it. Okay, the answer is Hannah. Second one. I ran to the shop, not job shop, and changed the little bottle of perfume for a big one. Who said? In the morning they heard the first bang. Someone came. Everyone supposed that mother was coming, but no, it was Amy. Amy changed the bottle. Okay, so Amy said this sentence. Second one is Amy. Third, would the young ladies like to stay for supper? Again, Hannah. After the play, she asked this question, let me say. And the fourth, you are all wrong. Old Mr. Lawrence sent it. After seeing the supper, the girls guessed who sent the supper. And they said some names, but after that, their mother said that you are all wrong. Old Mr. Lawrence sent it. Who said this sentence? Mrs. March. And the last, the boy needs to have some fun. This sentence was said one of the girls. But which one? Let's see the answer. Okay, Joe said this sentence. I hope you remember the scenes. And the last part, vocabularies part. In this chapter, in the second chapter called A Happy Christmas, there are some highlighted words. There are some important words for this chapter. Go off, carry on, blanket, supper, feed, Father Christmas, give away, tutor, laughter. We have the meaning and I want you to match the meaning with the word. Of course, we'll do this together. If you want, stop the video. First of all, try to do it on your own and then check it with ours. The first one, to continue. Let me give you the answer. Carry on. Okay. The last meal of the day. The first meal of the day, breakfast. The last meal of the day. Then the girls saw it, they were shocked. Okay, it is supper. Great. A private teacher who teaches someone. Private teacher. Do you remember the Lawrence boy? Okay, everyone remembers. Tutor, it's tutor. To give food to a person or an animal. Do you remember that morning? The girls fed the children and they ate everything like hungry birds. Okay, this is feed. What about live with somebody? The girls were searching their mother and they understood that she went off to see the woman. Leave and go off the same. An old man who some children believe brings presents. Father Christmas. Okay. And the seventh one, the sound or act of laughing. During the play, we heard this. Everyone heard this. Laughter. Okay. What about 8? To give something to somebody without wanting money in return. You know, in the morning, the Maj family went to the woman's house and they shared everything, but they didn't want any money in return. It is give away. They gave away their breakfast. Last one, a cover made of wool or etc. that is put on beds to keep people warm. Okay, when they went to that house and 6 children were in one bed and under the blah blah. It's blanket. Be careful, not blanket, blanket. Okay, my friends, as you see, we have finished the activities. I tried to teach you the second chapter. First, I explained the events, and after that, I tried to give you the answers by reminding you the events. Okay, I hope everyone understood very well. Thanks for listening to me, my friends.